One of my earliest childhood memories is watching the original 6 Star Wars movies with my family. I couldn't have been older than 4, and yet that experience shaped much of my childhood. All I talked about, read about, drew about, and eventually would write about was Star Wars. As I became older, I started to branch out, becoming a fan of other franchises such as Back to the Future, Marvel, and Lord of the Rings. Why, you might ask? Well, they all have one thing in common: movies. I loved movies. Something about seeing a story play out in live action with real people portraying characters in a world that came from the mind of 1 or 2 people, it just enthralled me. I am Aiden Riggs, an 18-year-old with Loeys-Dietz syndrome, which is a genetic connective tissue disorder, as well as a heart condition, one who survived 7 open heart surgeries in the course of 2 years and came out with the scars to prove it. I flatlined in the fall of 2021, the second time in a week I had medically been considered dead. As the doctors rushed in to resuscitate me, my mother prayed that I wouldn't be taken from her, but that the Lord's will would be done, and soon after, I was brought back. No broken bones, no internal damage, not even a bruise. This is impossible, but it did happen. I believe firmly that in that moment, God himself chose not only to spare my life, but to save it, not even the first time he'd done it. Why? Because I'm here for a purpose. After the doctors cleared me in late 2022 as healthy, I began to search for my purpose, and eventually settled on telling stories. But you might be wondering, Aiden, why did you choose film? I already had experience editing cinematic content such as my Halo machinima File 326, which is available on YouTube now, please go watch it, to making slideshows for my brother's homeschool basketball team, the Shoreline Breakers, to filming a baking segment for CBS with my Aunt Gretchen. But still, all this just seems like a hobby. How do I know that I really want to pursue film? Well, at first, I thought game design was the best way to tell my stories, the best way to connect with my audience. But the more I investigated, the more I found that the act of making a video game just doesn't evoke the same passion as making a film. Something about the casting, scripting, storyboarding, world building, it's all different for film. And it evokes a passion, a drive. It's just something that video games just don't make me feel. And the more I investigated, the more I realized that my path was taking me to a college down in Winter Park called Full Sail. To arm myself with industry-grade professionals, equipment, and networking opportunities, that is how I'm going to fulfill my purpose. And what is my purpose? To bring light to the world via stories, my stories, with the intent of actually making people happy. Not just to sell merchandise, not just to make sequels, not just to make money, but to really, genuinely make people feel good. Because right now, I think the world could use it.
And the rain falls down and it pours all over and it washes all my tears away. And the rain falls down and it pours all over and it washes all my tears away. All my tears